Hey y'all, my name is Wallace. I am a vampire wannabe rock star dude, and I just got home. I mentioned in other videos that you you can probably tell I'm kind of frustrated right now, but in like in a good way. I'm really motivated. I mentioned in other videos about being good, about being evil, and how that affects mentalities. Not necessarily doing things, you know, that would break the law or anything like that. But being in an evil mindset because you feel like you've been wronged in some way, and how that could be beneficial and helpful. And to me, it's one of those things I can't help. Like if I feel like a certain way, my body's just like, hey, this is how you're gonna feel today. I try to do my best with it, try to be productive, always be nice and respectful, but it's going to affect me. Sorry for that background noise. These notifications, I don't want to turn them off. Anyways, um, I'm kind of excited. Like, I've got all this like frustration and energy right now that I'm just like, I'm just feeling good to relax, like in a way, I know that this last probably week or more that I've been trying to make things better, trying to be a leader and stuff like that and trying to help people, and I still want to do that. But right now, I just feel like I'm on vacation, just like, oh, I don't really have to do that right now. And I feel like I'm not the one in charge, And there's a lot of people who still, you know, they like to remember me in certain ways. Like when I'm in a super good mindset, where I'm like, okay, let's all do this, let's make this better, we can work as a team, but I'm not like that at all right now. I'm like, man, and it's fun. I feel like doing things for myself. I do feel like doing music. I feel like just enjoying life. Um, I do feel frustrated, and I don't. It's like how it's like I know I've done a lot of good in the last like few weeks. I feel like it. My body feels like it. So my confidence is really really high. So like now that I'm feeling evil, so to speak, because I feel like I've been wronged. Um, which is okay. That happens in life. Like it's not like I'm going to get mad about it. I'm mature enough and I've learned enough. I'm like I feel fortunate. I when things go bad, inevitably they do. A lot of things. It's just how you deal with it. And I feel fortunate and grateful to be able to know and have experience with misfortune. And yeah, I'm still me. I'm just a different version of myself. This is definitely the rock star version of myself when I'm feeling kind of evil or whatever, kind of selfish, but like still nice to people, still wanting people to do well, But that's not my responsibility. Like right now, it's just all about, enjoying the moment. And, you know, I, I admit that I don't feel good. Like, I feel kind of, like I said, that I feel frustrated. But that's okay. Um, I feel frustrated because, and this is just going to be kind of a therapy video now, I guess. I feel frustrated because I don't feel like it's that feeling where you don't feel like you're ever good enough. You know, like you're never adequate enough. You're never even with like just in life. I think probably everybody probably feels that at some point. You know, and it's like, oh darn, I'm not just wasn't good enough. Didn't do it. Couldn't do it. It's not my fault, my body, or just who I am. It's just not good enough for whatever. And it's like, okay, well, that's just me. That's on me. I can't help that. Uh, God, higher power created me. My mom and dad created me. That's just who I am. You know. So of course I want to be better. I want to do better because I like it. I like the feeling. Yeah, but right now, I'm just me. I'm not. I know that there's some people who really like me a lot. There's plenty of people who don't like me a lot. But there's some people who really like me, and you know, that's okay. You know, uh, I kind of just want to be left alone, though. Right now, especially, and I think this is the perfect time for that. Uh, just some alone time, some reflection time, and it's kind of a relief. Like I don't like I mentioned about like thinking about if I think about vampire stuff, it's gonna affect me and probably I'll look different and I'll transform or whatever. And so I don't do it. Like today, I think something vampire thought came into my mind. I'm like, well, no, I'm not gonna think about that. I'm just me right now, just hanging out, just frustrated. Full of energy, but that's fine. It's good. It's where I should be. I feel like. I know that some people feel kind of bad for me because they prefer to they know I'm kind of frustrated or whatever, and they want me to be happy. They like that version of me or whatever. But that's how they want. They can feel however they want to feel. They're free to feel however they want to feel, just like I am. As long as it's within boundaries and respectful. Don't always have to be completely like super duper respectful, but like for me at least, I feel like as long as it's like bare minimum respectful, where it's not gonna like offend me, I'm like, okay, yeah, it's fine. You feel that way, that's cool. But yeah, I definitely feel like reading. I feel like just playing some music. Definitely feels strange just being alone. I spent the last few days hanging out with my grandparents, and it's really nice. Um, I definitely have some feelings of like defeat. Like I feel kind of defeated, but that and I don't want to talk about specifics or whatever, but I know it's good for me. Like I don't want to like blame anybody. Like this is just life, right? Yeah, I'm I'm not alone in life. Like I fully realize that. Um, I'm surrounded by people who are also at times feeling like rock stars or feeling like leaders and rock stars or whatever. There's other people, you know, and that's one of the best things. And I've learned to really appreciate that. Like, hey man, I just want to hang out, just want to enjoy the show. I don't have to put on when I'm a leader. I'm putting on a show, but like when I'm like this, I'm like feeling like a rock star. You know, it's just no, I'm just being me. Just gonna watch. Yeah, uh, and it's ironic. Like you can tell my behavior changes completely. I'm not assertive at all. Like when I'm like this, I'm just like, especially like I'm riding my bicycle on the road or whatever. I look like I'm a scaredy cat. Like I look like I'm some guy just like totally afraid, which is like it's kind of true. I'm like there's no point in me taking any like risks or whatever. I'm just gonna pull off the side of the road. I don't care. Like you guys go ahead. And I do that every time. And like I've got my head down and minding my like I don't need to put my chin in the air. You know, I don't need to act big. I don't want to. You know, I look how I look. You know, and it don't matter to me. You know, I want to be by myself. I want to joke around with people. You know, I want to feel good. But it's like if somebody starts acting big or whatever, I'm just like, well, I get it. You know, I know what that feels like, but that's not how I am right now. So I don't know. In a weird way, I care about people, but it's like the way that I feel right now. It's like I the expression "I wish you the best." Like good luck, good luck. Like I see a person like, all right, you kind of, I can kind of read the situation because I've experienced. You look like you're in this particular kind of place in your life. Well, good luck to you, friend. It's like I'm not gonna try to save you like at all. Like, no, I know that that's a good thing. You know, I wouldn't want anybody to save me. So I know that I I know that that's really a lot of people like that. Like a lot of people don't want their lives changed. You know, they're like, I'm good where I'm at. You know, it's I wouldn't want anyone, especially you, to like feel obligated to do that. And it's weird that you would even feel obligated to do that. And I'm like, right? You're right. Like I feel like a rock star right now. Like that's why and it sounds kind of bad, but I'll put it this way. Why would I feel and why would I spend my time, when, you know, we can just chill and hang out and have a good time, you know, instead of, you know, trying to fix the world. I'm not trying to fix the world, you know. I'm trying to spread a positive message. You know, there are people who are curious about vampires. I'd be curious. I am curious about vampires, and I would still be even if I wasn't. I think they're cool. They're cool creatures, you know, supernatural stuff. Hey, it exists. Cool, you know. Vampires are capable of being good, having good mindsets and evil mindsets. There are vampires who are able to. Vampires can believe in God. Well, what do you know? Wow, that's kind of interesting. You know, I think that's cool. Hey, magic is real. They're creatures that can do that kind of stuff. What we consider magic. That's okay. And you can prove it. Wow, cool. That's kind of cool. Whatever. Uh, so I don't know. I feel relieved. I'm grateful to be making these videos. I'm grateful to. I know I saw like I posted 2 videos recently. Like nobody's watched them, which is completely fine. I think about like I've been kind of depressed. Like I can see it now. I realize this, that I spent so much time and energy being a leader that I could just see behind the scenes that I was just getting so fed up and just like so exhausted. I'm like, please let me just not do this anymore. But my body's like, come on, let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. And like my body's just like, dude, I'm exhausted. So I'm glad, like right now I'm a rock star. I'm feeling kind of evil. Uh, Not gonna do anything bad, but just feeling evil, frustrated and wronged, but that's fine, it's good. I'm grateful. I'm relieved. I'm so much happier, you know. So I'm a little scared. Like I'm scared that I'm gonna revert. I'm gonna go back to being a leader again, and I don't want that. I mean, I do, of course. My body wants it, but I'm like, man, can I just stay a rock star for a few weeks at least? Just at least just to kind of take a break. I want to keep working. I love my job. I love everybody. I can't think of one person I don't love. You know, but I want to enjoy myself. I want to take care of myself, my body, and I want to be funny. I want to make music. I want to be artistic. I want to be so. And hell, I want to date girls too. I think in this mindset, I could definitely, I'd be like, hey, go on a date. Sounds fun. You know. So I'm starting to learn more about myself, especially like these different mindsets. And I'm like, thank you for, thank you, people who are just living their lives. Thank you for allowing me to feel this way, you know. And I'm grateful, and I love you guys, even though I feel like you're doing me wrong, you know. Whoever it is, whoever groups of people, not gonna point fingers, I'm just grateful. So anyways, I just want to make this quick video and appreciate y'all. And at the very least, it's just me watching these videos, sometimes rewatching them and just reevaluating myself and hopefully just getting better, growing up and hopefully doing more positive things, more creative things, bigger things. So, all right, y'all. Uh, Appreciate you. Thank you. Bye.